Okay, we're live.
It takes so long to
Hey,
go live.
I know it's so weird. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
So, all right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna listen to a deep dive about Trisha Paytas's childhood, and we're gonna kind of react to it. But a lot of people hadn't seen it yet, and then after we watch either like probably like half or three-fourths of it, we're gonna like interject and we're gonna go over some Reddits tonight. Um, I don't have Discord pulled up, so if you need me, just let me know you need me. Um, but I figured that way we could start like at the beginning because oh my god, there's just so much. So hey, Lacey.
I've been following her for a long time, but I've never had the perspective that I do now. So even stuff I've seen before I'm gonna look at it differently now. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Or wait, just to get people up to speed, should we watch her meltdown or her video from last night first, and then we could just like,
Sure.
okay, we'll do that. All right,
I'm
hold
gonna
on one
mute. Are
sec.
you gonna screen share?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna
'cause I'm
screen
gonna mute.
share. Okay, yeah, no, no, no,
Just
go
an
ahead. I
echo.
know. Yeah, it's okay. Do whatever. Okay, so here we're gonna watch this video from last night just to get people to where we are right now. Then we're gonna go back to her childhood a little bit. Well, not a little bit, kind of a lot, but um, that way, I feel like people that don't really follow it, I'd want them to know what's going on. So, all right, I'm gonna be muted, but I'll be in the chat part for this because it is really, really important. Um, her thing kind of tells where she's at too, right? Like her video from last night. I feel like it is very it catches you up to speed, but not all the way. There's so
Yeah,
much to this.
it's much deeper than that, but at least you know what we're talking about, even from just that one video.
Yeah. Hey, Dark Magician, Jane, Doodle, Brandy. And I know not everybody in the community is into this, and that's really okay. Hey, Ember's X, Sin, let's see, Andy, Carrot Top. I know not like I said, I know not everybody's into this. It's okay, but I know some people are, and some people like Lacey, and I know Lorraine has really been wanting somebody to talk about it. So,
I'm totally into it.
and Stephanie and I, yeah. So, hey Bex, hey Julie. All
Hey,
right,
everybody.
I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen share this, but I'll be in the chat. I don't want to keep interrupting her because I feel like it's important to show this to show where she's at. All right, adjusting everything. Okay. All right.
Hey guys, I want to make this as short and condensed as possible because I really felt pressured into making this video, and I really don't want to talk about it further. Um, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot for me to process. First and foremost, I want to apologize for my posting my psychotic breakdown. I had a snap, and I snapped, and I didn't know what to do, and I was uncontrollable. I was out of control, and luckily Moses had come back, and I was able to gain some sort of self-control because I I felt helpless at my wits end, and I snapped, and I apologize for it. I had a breakdown for posting it, and for anyone who's worried. It's been crazy the past couple weeks. I don't know. I don't want to speculate why, but it's been really crazy. And the only thing I could put two and two together was Ethan taking jabs at me, posting clips, posting me as the highlights again, making fun of me, just calling me, the B word, just really just jabbing. And obviously it hurts, but that's fine. I made the effort and the announcement and just the choice for myself to stop talking about people, period, including H3, including anyone. Like, it's just, I don't want it. I do feel this is a little karmatically coming back to me for talking about so many people in front of me. And honestly, if I could take back every single thing I said, I would. Speculating about people's lives. I would talk about situations that I wasn't involved in. Situations I was involved in, I really don't have any regrets about it. If I was there, if I saw something, but talking about situations that I just had no knowledge about or just wasn't there, like I regret it. The speculation, all of it, like it's awful. I remember one of the last couple episodes, we talked about Mike Malak and FaZe Banks, and I was really triggered because they were jabbing at me or whatever. And I misspoke. And Mike had called me that night and said, hey, can we just like stop this? Can we just end this? Like talk to me. And you know what? That took one phone call for me to be like, yeah, we will. Anytime someone has asked me, asked me to stop, I will stop talking about them. Especially if it's me speaking. And you know, this lying thing has come around recently. That Trisha lies so much. There's a difference between misspeaking, hearing things and not getting all the facts right, not fact checking, and also versus sharing something you know to not be true for the malicious intent of tricking someone or making someone look bad. And so I get stories mixed up. I hear things from people and I don't fact check. And that was ultimately why I should never have had a podcast. I should never have been on Frenemies. But I'm not the only person in the world to do that. Having said that, I have never lied about any things that have happened to me. I've only felt comfortable enough sharing and stating the name of somebody after I had been told about what I said, and I will correct myself, was arrest for CP, which is actually fired for watching P in a classroom full of kids. I've never lied. It was a hard thing for me to even say then, but I felt safe enough to do it because of that reason. I've only ever felt safe enough to talk about someone when other people are talking about them and you're like, okay. A lot of it's getting mixed up with what I said is specifically. First and foremost, the family's getting doxxed. This man in question is deceased and the family is getting harassed, which it's turned into a lot. And the source of all this is the H3 subreddit. That is without a doubt where it's from. I check it like I would check up on a toxic ex-boyfriend, trying to figure out like what they're saying, what's happening next. And that's where all of it's stemming from, all the information and the harassment. And I was just getting harassed constantly over the weekend saying, apologize to the person because of a video that someone just Googled some facts, said this person is this, and this, saying their name. So it's sending more hate to the family, saying their name to me, which was just beyond triggering. Because here's the thing, I never thought any of this was a problem. I thought relationships I had with teachers and older professionals my entire life as a child, as a minor, as a teenager, was fine. No one talked about it. No one said it wasn't like, and even for me, I never felt trauma. I've talked about this numerous times. I never thought it was trauma. I never thought it was trauma until I started unpacking it. And I was like, oh, this might be the reason for this. I switched school districts 5 different times. I went to Byron School District up until the age of 14, and I switched for a different reason. That was also misconduct. So I have no sympathy for what I said. I have no sorrow for that. I just wish literally families weren't getting harassed, and also I wasn't getting harassed for it. This is why I will never talk about ever again any of my, even if someone comes out with stories about teachers or professionals, medical professionals in multiple school districts. I had conversations. I'll never say anything anymore because of this reason, because of the backlash. I was always scared of it before, and now it just proves my point that no matter what I say. Now, someone did come out, a former classmate of mine, which is, it's easily verifiable that this was a classmate. We were in the exact same class the same year. You can find it in a yearbook and see it. There was yearbook pictures back then. And this person came out, their Twitter account was established in 2012. Everyone's first accused me of making up this account. Why would I make up an account in 2012 with somebody I went to school with's name? And then there was saying, oh, well, she's actually dead, and Trisha bought this account to say, no, this person, who I will keep anonymous because they went private and then they came back by, because their family started getting harassed. This person shared really personal information to verify they were who they said they were. Their dad is prominent in this town, and this person shared all that information, shared text messages with other people we went to school with talking about this incident, and basically just saying, yeah, like he was creepy, just like I said. I mean, grab me. Okay. There's way more severe stories that have happened with other people, but this particular situation, same situation, during the game, all this stuff. And then, he did get fired for, and then people are making excuses for that. Even no matter what I say, it'll never be good enough. And now that someone's come forward, that person's getting harassed. Well, first they think it's me, but now there's an actual person getting harassed. Her actual family's getting harassed. Her dad, and yes, she got that information. She'd be like, look, this is me. This is, but now they're getting harassed. I try to follow her as of today to at least reach out and just at least say thank you for just, because she did say no, he wasn't arrested. And the person who told me originally, they also had instances with, similar in our sphere. And so thank you for, she had a different thing and different reaction and all that stuff like that. But it just felt like this is a person, and I remember the name instantly, and I remembered her dad instantly. This is a person. I haven't talked to anyone from Byron, Illinois in 15, 20 years, probably. If you want to be specific, probably 19 years. I haven't talked to anyone. I moved away when I was 14. My mom let me come live with my dad in California because of a situation that happened. And when I was 14, and I switched schools a lot. I don't want anyone getting harassed in a situation. Now that someone's come forward, it's not good enough. It's like, oh, just a random person, which can easily be verified in our yearbooks. I heard rumors that this teacher was in teaching. That's also going to be verified. There's so many things that can be verified. I didn't feel comfortable talking about it further. The time when I mentioned it on the podcast, like I was talking about that therapy at the time, and I was heated, I was upset, and I don't talk about it because part of me is like, there's a lot of emotions, you know. Part of me is like, oh, it wasn't that bad, like I laughed, I thought it was funny, I liked attention, like, you know, stuff like that. And part of me is like, no, it wasn't. And then after this weekend, just seeing it spammed, and then also the note from Ethan, and then the text from Ethan being like, you know, you have to make a statement about this. And I was just like, it started the panic mode in me. It was the fight or flight that kicked off, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I really started feeling like I did do something wrong in this situation. And I don't think the family deserves to be harassed or anything like that. I don't think a person who came to my defense. But
Okay, so I just want to put it out there that the account that she's talking about has not been verified as the person she said it was. Anybody could have found that information from a yearbook, as she stated like 25,000 times. And a lot of people think it's Trisha. So nobody else has definitely come out. That is, we'll go into that afterwards.
No other way to prove it unless that person speaks on it.
Yeah, pretty much her story's been debunked, if you ask me, but I'm not going to say she's totally lying. Matter of fact, I'm going to make sure we read Ethan's statement after this, because I feel like he said it perfectly. But I just wanted to stop this because there was some confusion in the chat and let everybody know, hey, Tatum, that it's not been proven that he did it. So I'm going to push play again.
that's the thing. No one else will ever come forward about anything because they get harassed. Their families get harassed. This is a small town. Like, and it's why I never have, and I never will. I will never talk about it again after this. And I really didn't want to. And like I said, I really felt pressured when I reread those text messages. So we'll go to that real quick. You know, I released those text messages because I sent a huge paragraph. This was my first communication with Ethan, Gila, and it was Dan on there. It was the whole crew. That was my first communication ever since the end of things. Aside from the last episode of Frenemies that we filmed, you know, where I apologized again there. You know, all this stuff like that. Like, this was our only communication. No, they never reached out. I never reached out. And I was so it was a day where all of it just escalated more and more. You know, I want to just briefly touch on this again, because I don't want any more further harassment on this for anyone involved. But I'm just gonna segue and talk about the Moses thing real quick. You know, I've addressed all these things, these text messages from a year and a half ago, before we ever started even hooking up, but way before we started dating. We didn't start dating until August 1st. When I first met him on March 15th, we were just hooking up. I was doing OnlyFans. I was doing all that stuff that summer. We didn't start dating and be exclusive to August 1st. But regardless, stuff before we even met have come out, just like, you know, and we've discussed it. We moved past it. I'm the first to say we had a toxic AF relationship. You know, he did some toxic shit. I did some, and it took us so much in-depth therapy, and just I have no idea how we stuck it out through everything. I'm not sure. I don't know how, but and got through it, and we've gotten through it, but no one else.
All right, for anyone listening, her and Moses met on an H3 like bachelorette style podcast, and he dogged the F out of her at first, and she just got with him to get back at Ethan because they didn't like each other, and I don't know how they made it this far. Hey, Dari. Hey, Tara. So I want to let everybody know too, okay, he's not being accused of just plain out sexual assault. Not that one is better than the other. What I mean is, he is being accused of something called stealthing. It's where you are consensual with a partner, but they take a condom off against your will, like you didn't know. And, you know, that can pass around diseases. That can feel very violating. You can get pregnant when you thought you were using protection. So that's why it's a big deal. And it's called stealthing. So I want to let everybody know that's what she really doesn't address it a lot, but that's what he's being accused of, and that's how they met. So, yeah, they are an odd couple. Yeah, I started out thinking he was a whole creep too, but I want to push play now. I just wanted to. Do you have anything you want to add?
I just want to tell Wendy, just wait till you see the text messages, and like later or another day, whenever we go over this, of all the shit he talked about Trisha Paytas to his ex.
Oh no, I have it ready to go tonight because
It's amazing how they got to
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah. And to think that she really didn't want into him either. So, okay. I'll push
No, it was
play.
a whole joke. Like she was just playing a joke. That's it. A prank or
Yeah.
whatever to get back at Ethan. Like she didn't have any desire for it to be
Wait,
real.
which part didn't you know, Kimmy? See the part about stealthing? Is that what you're talking about? And I want to add that Moses' own sister and brother-in-law said, "How do you know he didn't do it?" And they have said he lies a lot. So
That part stuck out to me like a red flag from hell. Like, there's something to that for sure. They
yeah,
went
he
on
was
to try.
accused of stealthing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna push play.
Also will us get through it. And I've also, the first episode of Frenemies was all about, there was multiple people that catfished him, and they, and one person he ended up meeting up with one time. And this person, from the day I posted the first picture of me and Moses, has been trying to get my attention, been trying to communicate with me. I would see all the texts that this person sent Moses about me, saying that they followed me for 10 years. They are watching my OnlyFans. They think they see his hand. They're doing like all this stuff that was very detailed into knowing stuff about me, being like, she ruins every relationship, just really just dragging me down from just posting pictures of us. We were just hooking up. We were just being friends. And of course I confronted Moses about, do you guys know who I am? You know what I mean? I was like, do you have a girl? And he showed me all the texts. He's like, showing you here, like this isn't working out. We met once, this wasn't working out, like all this stuff. I was like, okay, cool. That was a month or so before we met. And so it's just none of my place, right? Like, why am I going to talk about something that happened before me? I did address there's text messages that Moses was talking shit about me before we met. And you know what? That's a hard thing to overcome. Just like my altercation with Moses, like that was for public viewing, right? On the first episode of Frenemies. We didn't want that. They were private. It was private before them, but hey, it's out there and I'll take ownership of it. But we both were very toxic and we worked past it. And we're now at this place where it's just like, it's really amazing. I stand by Moses. He stands by me. Like it's this place where there is just like the therapy we've gone through and the walls we've broken have been insane. Stuff that happened before me, I'm not going to comment on. Moses has commented on it and I can't comment on that stuff. But this person who I just am just talking, and I have sympathy and empathy. I understand when a situation doesn't work out and you like wish it would. I would see the text and I could feel the pain. Like, why are you with Trisha? She's this, and this. Why are you not with me? Why won't you give me a chance? Why are you giving, and I understood that. I understood it, like I understood that. And so I had sympathy, but now it's gone too far where I'm still getting harassed. This isn't really about Moses because this person's mentioning me as recent as 5 days ago, insinuating that he cheated while we were together with her, saying like pretty much verbatim, mentioning me, Trisha Paytas back up. Just remember when you kiss him at the altar where his nose was been when you thought he was being loyal to you, just like stuff. And this is just antagonizing stuff that I'm just like, okay. And it just escalated. It's just now escalated out of control because I just wouldn't give attention to it. And I can't give attention to it. I can't give attention to something that's, because at the end, it has nothing to do with me, but this person has been from the day I posted a photo, it was like, if you're going to steal my man, like at least follow me. Like it's always been about follow me, do this. Like, and again, I understand that I've been there too, where I've wanted something more and it's sad. It's awful when someone like moves on or something like that. But I read every single text message, all that stuff like that. And again, something that happened before me, I don't have the space to say, but why is your main focus on me, on talking about me? People are getting that confused with like a different catfish that was a different person altogether who admitted this. I know her real identity. This person has also followed me for 10 years. She had the fake account that she was catfishing. The reason I was able to catch that was because I went into this old forum that was kind of like a subreddit. It was called Guru Gossip, where I put her name in with mine and it popped up from like 2016. So then I was able to show, well, it's like, hey, this person is a follower of mine. Like she lied, said she wasn't, but it was, or at least a hater or something. Look, I'm not excusing any of that behavior, right? I think like you say all that shit, okay, fine. But like the fact is all this is from a year and a half ago and like we've worked past it. But the fact that this person is like bringing up like my wedding and bringing up like stuff, like just mentioning me as if I'm like, how am I supposed to talk about something that I wasn't even around for or part of? Like, I already spoke my piece about this. I've already said it. People, you know, I'm not hypocritical. Like, I do think this is the very reason why someone who's 23, 24, 25 should not be in a relationship, and vice versa. And I'm telling you, like, do you know what I mean? This is why I preach it so hard, but because the emotional, the regulation is just not.
Okay, so I want to insert here that she's always basically called Keemstar and others who are 40-year-old men who date 20-year-old something's equivalent to a pedophile. But Moses was dating a 20-something-year-old when she met him. So
she just recently publicly on record said that you should at least be 25 years old to date anybody above that age.
yeah, I have a video from Reddit after this. I'm only going to watch like 5 more minutes of it, so we're not here all night, but I'm going to skip a little bit forward to closer to the end of it, because she just keeps repeating herself, really, for the most part.
Yeah, she
It's
has said the same thing over and over, actually.
Yeah, so I'm going to fast forward to like the last 5-6 minutes of it.
I still can't believe all this is happening to her.
To just ask you, just
at one time, you know what I mean?
I know, but she did it to so many other people.
Totally. It's just, I didn't expect this of this like this. It's just, damn.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Just let me know when you can say whatever. If you want me to mute or whatever, just mute the video. Just let me know.
Thank you.
Just to stop, because it is such a big fan base and it's full of hatred, and it's really dark hatred. And now they're taking something and it's spinning into this on my end, on Moses, and it's becoming too much. I checked today on the Reddit, and now it's all animals and show your pets. Just spam me down everything I see. There's been post remove. I screenshot everything. There's been post remove, trying to be like, it's not us. It's you know, it's Trisha's fans too. It's like, okay, there's crossover, but it's on that Reddit. You know, it's just, and I know they see it. I know Dan moderates it. I know everyone sees it, and I'm just like, I just want to be able to breathe and not have to worry. I had the biggest, again, just breakdown where I just thought, oh my gosh, like all of it, just shame on you, shame. And I was like, that's what from Ethan. I was just like, I didn't do anything. I just don't know where to go with all of this right now. How do I prove something? It's just a lot. I just needed a minute. I just needed someone to be like, okay, we'll stop talking. But it's really harmful. It's really dangerous. And I was at my wit's end. I just wanted the world to know, the universe to know. I'm just like, please let them stop talking about me and making jabs, because I just never received so much hate, and just also just people digging and trying to spin something. And I'm very careful with my words online. Like I said, I know I misspeak. I say stuff that like I don't fact check like all the time, but something like this, and then I'm like rambling at this point, but I really, from here on out, like I can't combat every lie if I'm silent. Oh, they're guilty because they're not saying anything. They know they're caught. If I say something, there's just more to pick at. There's more to dig at. There's more. She's trying to manipulate people. There's literally no winning. And I am making this video because I work online. I have to continue posting online. I want to do what I've always been doing, which is like lifestyle, posting my own stuff.
She encouraged people to call the Vlog Squad's sponsors. Do you remember that?
Yeah, she's freaking out because she knows what Shane was. A minute ago when I asked you, had you seen that video, I went to go look for it while we were watching this, and I found her podcast channel, and I scrolled through it looking for the video. The video's not there. I'll look for it. I'm sure somebody else re-uploaded it. But anyways, that's not even what I noticed. What I noticed was the guests on her channel were Shane Dawson 3 episodes in a row, Ryan 3 episodes in a row, Jeffrey saw 3 episodes in a row. Her whole entire podcast was that friend group that she shit all over.
Yeah, she's really put herself in a corner for sure.
They had her back. It on that business venture, they had her back. Nobody was really watching her podcast like that because it wasn't really that good. But that wasn't their fault. They went there. They went on it over and over and over. Like, ugh, that was shitty of her. I think
Yeah.
after all that. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, Shane, like the internet was different when Shane was bigger. And there was a lot more shock value. I feel like he evolved. He did what people are supposed to do, and he still got canceled. There ain't no way this motherfucker ain't getting canceled.
No.
Hey, Juju.
And I think she knows that, and she's seen how far Shane fell and how bad it was. But she added on top of that he was already in the grave when she added on top of that. Like, she deserves this that's happening to her. She put it out in the world for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
right.
by the way, I love Trisha Paytas. Up until recently, I've always liked her. I've never not liked her, but man.
Yeah, you've always had a soft spot for her. Always.
I love Shane too. He was one of my favorites. And then
I still love Shane. I just think that he had a dark mind, and it got to him. But I look for him to come back. So
this is his time. I said that today. This is his time.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna push play.
And just like, let me be happy. I've seen all this stuff. I've addressed all this stuff. Like, I know people really, really don't want to see me happy. And ultimately, for people that do follow me, that are like,
she cut something out right there. She never cuts her videos.
I needed to make this for them too, because there are great people.
I wonder what it was.
That follow me.
See it jump like that? I've never seen it jump in her videos. I don't think.
Yeah, there was another one early on, and I was wondering what it was too.
15 years doing this, and it's just like there are amazing people out there. I love what I do. I love the internet when it's just when I focus on me. I feel like I thrive the most when I'm focused on myself and not talking about other people. And again, if people can talk about other people and gossip, there's so many channels, and if you can separate that, that's great. But for me, I can't. Like, it really does. It feeds something so negative in me, and I don't like it. So I wish people would fact check. These titles are getting so ridiculous. The stuff is scary because it does go into real life. And I know Ethan and Hila know that better than anyone when they've gotten unwanted, calls to their house. I mean, I know they know how it feels. So I thought reaching out would just be like, hey, let's just all call truce, like everything. And just being immediately met with, I'm going to show these texts. Like, whenever something is hanging over my head like that, I have to show it. I was in a complete hysteria. Again, I apologize if I worried anybody, but I want it to end. And like, I am sorry again for inciting any of this. Like, I can't, and I just wanted to stop. I'm like, it's literally like I'm begging, like I'm just begging. I'm just trying to like move on and move forward. And like, again, I'm hoping this just ends it. This, at least on my end, seeing that specific situation that happened to me, and just seeing the spam of the name and all this stuff over and over, and then just like, and then just hearing it from him, I just like, you have to talk about this. And I was like, it's just too much. It's just too much. And I am better. And again, I went private because I literally had a breakdown. Like, I don't know. Again, if I didn't have Moses here, you guys have seen it before when I've been single. Like, I spiral, and I'm sure, and I know, and it's been said in text too. I've seen them like wanting me to spiral and stuff. And I know that's a lot of people's goal. And like, it's happened, and it's happened. Obviously, we all know I've been to a mental hospital 3 times. It's, I'm fortunate that I'm on this.
Oh my God. That's why. Can you pause it for 1 second?
I'm on antibiotics, but
I couldn't imagine why she recorded herself in that state, edited it, put it up on Twitter for the entire world to see her like that. But she did that so they would see it and have pity on her and stop.
Absolutely. And some people are stopping. because of it, but not a lot of people are like, no, are you kidding? How many
Right.
breakdowns did you cause? Like,
Well, and also, when this first happened, Ethan apologized to her. And she said it wasn't good enough because he didn't take enough accountability, or he didn't say he was wrong about this or wrong about that. And he apologized, and she apologized later on after that, but initially whenever he first apologized, she wasn't ready.
yeah, and didn't she basically accuse him of sexual harassment or something?
She made public she said something in public that could be taken that way, and Ethan took it that way right away, to say that he was like sexually exploiting her in the workplace. I don't know if those are the right words exactly that she used, but it was something to that effect, that he was exploiting her in the workplace because she worked for him.
Yes, I
Sexually
thought so.
exploiting her.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
he was like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, he was really bothered by that, which I don't blame him, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's sexual harassment. Like, who wouldn't be? You know, it's a big. Hmm.
It is a
Okay,
big
so
allegation for sure.
it really is. So I
She's
want to.
begging and pleading, man. Like, she is so ready for this to be over. But I'm sure Ethan's been ready for this to be over for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, she's been antagonizing the whole time until people started calling her sponsors and shit. That's when she started giving a fuck like this. That's just my opinion. Um, because she was all about it up until this. And I want to read the statement that Moses put out in
Okay.
regards to this.
Those words that you just said are the same exact thing she said about David Dobrik. He didn't start apologizing, feeling bad until he got his sponsors taken away.
And that's literally what the case we have right here.
Okay, go ahead. I'll mute.
All right. So, okay. This is what Ethan Klein put out, which is the other person that did H3H3. They did the frenemies thing with her. It's actually going to be her brother-in-law, which makes things extra complicated. And he says, it has come to my attention that Trisha in episode 17 of Frenemies called out a teacher by name and accused him of molesting her during school. She claimed this teacher was arrested and served time for possession of CP. She also claimed that someone else had come forward to say he molested them as well. Upon further review, these claims seem to be contradicted, these claims seem to contradict available evidence. Because of the nature of these claims against the specific teacher and the stress it's causing to his family, I have decided to unlist the episode for now until Trisha can better illuminate the situation. I want to emphasize that I do not believe Trisha will lie about something like this, so I want to give her the opportunity to clarify. But in the meantime, because the teacher has passed on and cannot defend himself, I feel obligated to remove it for now.
That was the perfect statement. I don't know who his PR person is, but some other people need to hire that person.
Right. It's perfectly put. He did
Great
accuse her of
statement.
lying. Yes. Perfect.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hey, Taylor.
And so this video that she just put out last night was the first thing that she's done since that statement was released.
Yeah, I do believe so. She kind of like trolled everybody why I'm not posting. It was a stupid little 2-minute video, but yeah. And she's admittedly keeping a huge eye on the Reddit. Oh my God, hold on. I got to get my other earbud. I'm so sorry. Hold on.
Let's see. It's hard to understand people with Trisha's diagnoses. I specialized with them, facilitated DBT groups for years. And even when the education and experience, they are challenging, to put it mildly. And maybe that does play a huge part into it, because it's hard. She's a famous public figure, and it's hard for a lot of people to understand her in that way.
Okay, so sorry. But all right,
That's
so
okay.
oh no, that ain't good. It's that time of year.
Yeah, I think it's just a little bit of allergies. A little scratchy.
Okay, so do we want to watch like into her childhood? Is that what we're, because it, let's see, there's so much to go over. Like
It's up to you.
Okay.
I mean, we could start from that, like from what happened last night, and work our way back and show like next show the breakdown, and then show the H3 stuff before that, and then down to her childhood, or the other way around.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. I have a whole playlist. Hold on, let me get it pulled up. Hold on.
I'll read the chat. Lacey, I agree, Kimmy. It's sad. She needs help. She's needed help. I agree with that. But her breakdown brought the views and money. Facts. I can't know. Her breakdown was on Twitter and wasn't monetized. I heard her say that in her video. I don't know if that's true or not.
The video I just watched was monetized. So
okay. So she specifically.
Okay.
She specifically had the wherewithal to upload that video on Twitter. So in hindsight or foresight, she could say in the future, she could say, oh yeah, I put that on Twitter and it wasn't monetized. So I wasn't trying to gain anything out of it, even though you could still try to gain something out of something and it has nothing to do with money or views.
No, it's manipulation for sure. So
sympathy. There's a lot of things you can gain from uploading a video like that.
Yeah. So, okay. I guess we could go back to, I mean, these are all reaction channels and I will link them because she deletes a lot lately and a lot's on like Twitter and stuff. So whoever's video I use, I will link, but, we could watch about a week, I think ago when she blamed Ethan again for all of it.
I don't think I've seen that one. I would love to see that one.
All right, so Ethan calls Trisha Paytas out for lying. See, I haven't even got this far. Let me see when the date of this was. So I want to make sure we're like in order here. All right, this is August 17th. This shit's been going on forever. We don't need to watch that one. It's probably not even relevant anymore.
Right. That's crazy.
Okay, let me see when this one was. Because I hadn't planned on like going back.
Hey, BTS, frustrated.
Hey, BTS, frustrated lurker. All right. Trisha Paytas is a liar and Ethan is shook. We could watch Rich Lux's video from the other day if you want to.
Sure. Black Eagle says, "What's up, mofos?"
About it. Have you seen it?
What's up? I don't tend to watch him. I don't know. He's not my favorite YouTuber.
Oh wait, Peter Monn. I wanted to watch Peter Monn about it. That's what. Okay.
He'll be much more factual.
Let's go to Peter. Sorry, guys. I was going to do it a certain way.
He just covers drama differently. He does it more of a comedian style, and it doesn't have all the facts in it all.
Yeah, he does do that. Okay, I can pull this video up, and it was really good. I will say, like, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of what I wanted to say. So, all right, I'll pull it up.
Whose is this?
Peter Monn.
Oh,
it's from last night. Yeah,
he's super smart in things like this, especially like relationships between people and that kind of stuff. That's his area, I feel like.
Yeah, I love him. Like I've always been a Peter fan.
Too.
Oh wait, I didn't turn the volume up.
I'm going to talk to you today. I literally just filmed like a 20-minute video.
He has the best voice on the planet.
I know.
I started getting very passionate, and I thought, okay, let's go back and let's kind of put some order to this video. So let me tell you what has happened in the last 24 hours, okay? For me. So yesterday, I filmed a video talking about Trisha Paytas. Now, I'm not going to be flipping fans or doing an intro or any of that kind of stuff in this video. I'm going to be doing another lighthearted video later today on this channel because I'm ready to get back to all of that on this channel. And I'm going to be making a statement at the end of this video, so just stay tuned for that. But yesterday I did this video, okay, about Trisha Paytas and the things that had been going on with Trisha Paytas in the last 24 hours. It was really about the interchange between Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein and Hila, okay? All based on the videos that Trisha Paytas had put up on Twitter and the interchange between Trisha and Ethan and Hila and the text messages that Trisha showed. And that was really it. My video yesterday was meant to be commentary on that, right? I got several comments from people that, and I want to say this going into this video because I'm going to talk a lot about the comments from yesterday's video. On a video like that, I never really know what to expect in the comment sections. I watched the video back, I posted it, and I received, I think, pretty good response to it. So thank you for that. You know, the comment section was, I would say, mostly pretty classy, you know, intellectual. I thought there were some good conversations that were occurring underneath there. There were a lot of things that you brought to my attention. There were a lot of things that you opened my eyes on. Like, for one, the fact that apparently people on the H3 crew do run the subreddit, which I was completely unaware of. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. And, you know, there were some other things. I will say there were many people that brought up the series of videos that have been made by Mysterious about Trisha Paytas. I will get into that in just a second. That's going to be a big part of this video, so stay tuned, okay? But what happened was, I did this video yesterday that was a commentary response to what had been going on with Trisha Paytas in the last 24 hours, all right? I got several comments from people that were saying things like, Peter's really missing a lot, or Peter's leaving a lot out. I think when I don't say something in a video, people assume that I'm purposely leaving it out. That's just not the case. I mean, in all honesty, there are not many YouTubers, and I'm not saying this like pat my back kind of thing. I mean, it's what I choose to do over here. But there are not many YouTubers that sit down and literally start the camera, record, stop the camera, record, and it's one take. I'm pretty much one take on 6 channels, okay? It's what I like to do. It's how I do things and whatnot. But when I'm sitting and I'm talking about one topic for 20 minutes, it's very similar to if I was sitting here and I was having a conversation with somebody, okay? There's going to be things that are going to be forgotten. Any conversation that you've had with a friend at lunch or a work partner or whatever, you know, the next day you go, oh, I wish I would have said that, right? In almost every video that I do, I always think to myself afterwards, and sometimes I even am like, okay, go back and record that little part and then put it back in there, right? Because I'm like, or hey, love you, Peter. I mean, those are, thank you. Those are the only kind of comments that I ever really respond.
Sorry, that was about his comment section. I'm like, I forgot about that.
He is so freaking humble, and his eyes are piercing blue. Like,
yes, they're beautiful.
So beautiful. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the text messages too after this is over. I pulled the text messages up for us to read too because
I'm so sad I didn't send those either.
Okay, yeah, there's like quotes from them, all their statements in one little article we're going to read because you can't really understand that she's such a freaking liar without reading those. He was saying, like, we're not in private. We could talk about this more privately. And she took it like, we're not private. I'm going to drop them because she had to make an excuse for dropping the DMs. So I just wanted to, you know, all right, I'm push play. He is gorgeous. I love him.
Okay. I appreciate all the comments that I received yesterday. And there were so many people that I think were kind of surprised. People were like, oh, okay, Peter, like I saw a couple comments where people were like, if Peter goes in and he's completely biased towards Trisha Paytas, like I'm not even going to watch this video. And then one comment, they came back and they said, thank you for being honest in this video. You know, I think it's interesting that I think people forget sometimes the history of things. Like recently, I have received a lot of backlash for being like supportive of Trisha in videos when Trisha was with frenemies. I saw a more positive side of Trisha. If you watch any of my videos on any of my channels, okay, this is nothing new. I want the best for everybody, mental health wise, okay? I don't want people to suffer, anybody. Because ultimately, when one person is suffering, they are also affecting all of the people around them. And this is a situation where I feel like many, if not hundreds of thousands of people are being affected, okay, by the actions of a few. And it's very scary to me, which is why I reached the decision that I'm going to talk about at the end of this video. So,
he just said it. So the actions of
he just said that just like blew my mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I thought that was important.
He's right though. So right. It is affecting so many people and also so many ways too.
Yeah, it's crazy if you think about it. Really, it is. All right, I'm going to push play.
Get your shit together, Trisha. Okay, go ahead.
But I do want to talk about this. So anyway, so what was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought. So anyway, that was a commentary yesterday, okay? And, you know, I was sitting there, and I think people forget that I have been very confrontational with Trisha Paytas at times, okay? In fact, I made a video 2 years ago where I said in the video that I wanted Trisha to get all the help in the world that they could get. But that at the same time that I, you know, like, you never know what's the truth with Trisha, okay? Let me just tell you that as a result of that, Trisha Paytas made one of the most hateful videos that has ever mentioned my name in it, okay? Got in a podcast and said that I brought evil into their home. I had people mass unsubscribing from my channel, letting me know that they were mass unsubscribing from my channel. I went back and I watched that video last night, and because I was like, because Trisha told the whole world that I said that they were lying. I didn't say they were lying. I watched the video back last night. What I said was, you don't know what the truth is with Trisha, okay? So that was 2 years ago. And I was eaten alive.
Wait, did you know that?
Right? Flash forward 2 years.
Yeah, hold on.
Because Trisha Paytas
Hold on,
has
sorry.
apologized.
Yes,
didn't
he went
remember
to,
that.
he went to her house. Remember, he went to meet her. He was like, he was a huge Trisha fan. He got tickets to her shitty concerts and everything. And he was like fanboying all the way.
But I don't remember her turning on him like that. I didn't remember that part. I'm sure I've seen it though. I just don't remember it for some reason.
Yeah, they both turned on each other. Well, I mean, he didn't. He was heartbroken at first, but yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because he said one thing, right? And she heard him say that she lies, and he didn't say that. And she went on a whole smear campaign, and I'm sure he was way smaller than her back then, even way smaller than he is now. You know? That's ridiculous to do.
Yeah,
somebody.
it was
Horrible.
bad. It was terrible. Yeah. She's done this to a lot. I mean, she canceled and helped cancel and tried to cancel a lot of people. That's why it's harder to feel bad for her.
Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't know when all the way back for longer than I even knew. You know, I want to go back and watch that video that she made of him, and apparently it's still up because he said he just went and watched it.
She treated him like a peasant, in my opinion.
Wow. That's probably how she thinks about him, to be honest.
Bye, Black Eagle. That's okay. There's
Wow.
all kinds of people. This isn't for everybody. We get it.
Have a good night, Black Eagle. Okay, I'll pause now. No, not pause. Me.
Guys to me. And I appreciate that. I really do. But I don't forget. I'm not going to forget how I was treated at some point. But I also don't have to borrow that for the rest of my life. I can go, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Now let me stand over here and do my thing, right? Okay. But I remember that. I remember that people mass unsubscribed to me, okay? And now people are saying that I'm completely biased towards Trisha Paytas. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you my opinion today based on what I see. And based on what I see today is different than how I felt when Trisha seemingly was doing better on the Frenemies podcast, when apparently they had a support network around them of positivity, okay? Today, Trisha is somebody that needs to, for me, take a lengthy period of time, 6 months or a year, off of all social media and go get some help, okay? Because if not, they're going to continue to affect themselves negatively and all of the people around them. And that's what is really concerning to me about this, right? You know, but it's very similar to me about the same way that, you know, 2 years ago, I called Shane Dawson's palette a cash grab in a video. And I literally had other YouTubers calling me, telling me that I should never have said that in a video. I had comments from people. Go back and watch the video. People are mass unsubscribing to me. How dare you talk about Shane Dawson this way? Blah, 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 blah. Go look at the comments now. People are like, well, this didn't age well. These comments didn't age well. This comment section didn't age well, right? Because 2 years later, you know, it's like, and I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying I told you so. I'm not an I told you so kind of person, right? But how many I'm sorry's do you think that I got in the last 2 years? You know, how many I'm sorry's from the people that I said how I felt about the situation with Trisha Paytas? When Trisha Paytas posted her video about me, I was at my husband's best friend's funeral. I was text messaging with Trisha Paytas, trying to work this whole situation out. And Trisha was going off on me. So don't tell me that I don't know what Trisha Paytas is like. Trust me, I have a very good idea of what Trisha Paytas is like. All right. Today, I wish Trisha Paytas the best.
He was a total fan. He loved her. He would stand by her no matter what she did. Yeah.
He said he was at a funeral, and she's texting him as she uploaded a video about him, and she's freaking out on him, and he's at a funeral, and he's probably begging her, what can I do? Give me mercy, because she has so many millions of fans that are gonna fuck his channel up.
And people that have
terrible.
not been on YouTube for a long time, the stands used to
Wow.
be way worse. Like if I would have put this title up
Yes,
a year ago, we would have got trolled beyond belief. There would have been
absolutely.
1,000 people, literally, it would have been 920 trolls. Like,
Yep. I mean,
bad.
she could do no wrong at times. Like she could do all the wrong in the world, but if you said she did wrong, they would fuck you right up. Like, they
Yeah,
would
it
not
was
fuck you
bad.
up.
Yeah, it was bad.
Has apologized to me. I've apologized to Trisha. I wish them no harm. I hope they get help, because there is some really serious stuff going on. Okay. Some really, really serious stuff. But it is interesting to me that people forget this stuff, right? Because I'm like, I don't think I've received many comments from people that are like, I didn't believe you, but I'm back now. And I just want to say, I'm really sorry that I was so hard on you and wished horrible things to happen to you at the expense of you saying things about Shane Dawson, and I've resubscribed, right? Like, how many people unsubscribe to me that then now, and I'm not saying that's the reason why my channel ain't growing, trust, okay? I know that has everything to do with me. I know that, okay? But it's just interesting to me, sometimes. So last night, I uploaded the video. I was reading the comments back, and honestly, it was a lot. Right out of the gate, I just was like, I started feeling a lot of anxiety. Okay, it was real heavy. I don't enjoy talking about the really heavy stuff on YouTube. I think you guys know that by now. I like talking about the lighthearted stuff. I did the video yesterday because I said that up till that point, I've been talking about the frenemy stuff. I had been talking about the Moses stuff. I had been talking about all this, and I felt like I needed to talk about it, okay? I felt like if I didn't, then people...
Okay, we can talk about it for a second. Yeah, I mean, really, yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, I don't know. I know that like all the scandals seem bad on YouTube because it's so elevated. There's so many different components, but this one does feel different for me with Trisha,
Yeah.
and something bad is going to happen. I just feel it.
It's
Like,
crazy.
Not to sound like MGL over here, like I feel it coming, but
Right.
how can something not happen? Like, I mean, people are demanding that the sponsors, just everything she's done to people.
I had no idea people like Peter Monn were also speaking up about their stories. There's also, do you know Nina Unrated?
Yeah, Nina, yes, I
She
do.
has a really crazy story about Trisha, and she's always maintained that Trisha told the internet whenever she was first starting. I think they swapped boxes, and Trisha told the internet that she tried to like take her tires off of her car and do something at her house to her.
Yeah.
She never did that.
Yeah. And who else? Hold on, I just had somebody else on the top. Hold on, there was somebody else.
Nikocado Avocado.
Yes, Nikocado, which you can't always believe him either, but
yeah, that's another
mean,
one that it happened with. There's more because that Nina Unrated goes way back, and
way back.
There's plenty of people that have these stories, but I guess I didn't realize how bad it was.
Yeah, like each story individual is different, than all together too. And a lot of times we just don't see every little thing,
What do you do?
Okay.
What do you do if you're the size of Peter Monn or Nina Unrated when Trisha Paytas speaks out about you and tells the whole world that you're dangerous? What do you do?
I don't know.
Literally impossible to come back from almost. I mean, they did, but it's just like that's so unnecessary and uncalled for.
It really is. It's totally, I don't know. That's like, I don't know. You see a lot of bigger channels over for our community doing that to smaller channels too, though. And if you have that big of a size difference, it's not right. Like, because I can tell you when I first came around, and there were channels that didn't like me that had even just 4,000 or 5,000 subs, and you only have 100 or 200, and you're just starting, or 300, even right under 1,000. It's overwhelming. I can't imagine it at this level.
And also, it would be intimidating if that's who say that they're completely doing you wrong, but it's going to be intimidating no matter how right you are, because they just have sheer numbers on their side.
Yes, Lacey, that's Nina. Yeah, her and Nick Snyder used to go back and forth. Okay, so these are the text messages, and they say, "Wow, I'm pleading for you. Just stop, please. I'm pleading. This is not funny. It's actually distress." They're kind of blurry. "Please, I'm begging you to stop talking about me. Please, I tried calling you." And Ethan says, "Anything you want to say in writing, please." "I'm saying it. I'm pleading for you to stop. Why can't you?" "Okay, then no need for phone. Why can't you just leave me alone, please? Everyone everyone you talk about me, or I think she meant every time you talk about me, more of this comes up." And he said, okay, wait. Okay, Hila said, "My mom is having a mental breakdown and my whole family is basically broken down. Welcome to the club. You're not the only victim here. Start taking responsibility for your own actions and stop blaming us for everything that's happening to you." And the same for Moses, who is not in this chat, but I'm sure he is reading. And she said, "Okay, I have stopped." Okay, so that's like the first part of it, which we don't have to read the article. I'll link the article for you guys to read. I just want you guys to see the text messages.
She had no care about stopping until this all happened, until this blow up from her lying about this and all that started to come up. Now she's like, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop.
Uh-huh. And there's another text when I can't find it right now because, like I said, I'd planned to do her childhood tonight, so I'll put them out when I can find them. But they basically, she's saying, or he's saying, okay, Ethan says, "I stand with the victims. How do you know Moses didn't do this?" That was part of the text messages. And she said, "Wow, you stand with the victims, but you, your whole subreddit's calling me a liar." And he said, "Well, the information that you have put out there does not, like, it doesn't add up, basically."
Right.
So, hey, Kit Kat.
And they have always said, believe all victims. And in his statement, he didn't say he didn't believe Trisha. Actually, what he said was, I don't think Trisha would lie about this. But I do think that she should speak about it and illuminate it some more because there are legitimate questions. That's what I got out of his statement.
Right. I don't know, Jane. Probably just somebody who don't want to be under their own name. Okay, yeah. So I just thought that was very stand up. Well, wait, hold on. Two things. For one, it just told me a lot about what he thought of Moses. But for two,
yes,
it was super like stand up that he didn't bend his beliefs just because it could have saved a lot of grief. You know what I mean? Like for
I
him.
respect him a lot for that, actually, and
Yeah.
doing that in private because he didn't know we were ever gonna see that.
Right. That wasn't where he thought people were
that for the
seeing him.
internet.
No, that was like a real. So I do have Trisha's, are those text messages about Trisha too? If you guys want, do you want me to read those?
Yeah. And let's read some of them at least. I just want to see how he was speaking about her.
Okay.
That's a crazy thing too. How are there text messages on the internet of her fiance speaking terribly about her? Like, how does this even happen? What the
I would be humiliated, like really honest to God, humiliated if I was her. Okay. Let me pull these up because there was
she knew about them the whole time, or she actually found out when they were leaked too.
Yeah, no, she talked about them before, but I don't know how they, maybe on H3H3. Okay, so this is also something that's kind of important. This is, all right, Moses and Trisha were actually filming a mukbang, whatever. I don't know how you say it. I always say mukbang. So,
yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
So, the drive-through guy's like, "Oh my God, I saw you and your fiance Moses at the Rodeo Drive and blah, 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 blah." And she was so confused at first. And then she played it off like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, they're speculating this is the photo." And he tried to come back and say that's his best friend that's helping with the wedding. But they didn't address it till they had to. So
Yeah, and she played it off way too easy. If she's not covering things up, why would that would not be her reaction if she hasn't already covered things up for him in the past?
yeah, she's definitely like, I didn't like him at first. I wish I would have just stuck to my guns.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't. I just thought, I don't know,
You
but
forced him down your throat. That's what happened.
yeah. All right.
You learned to like him.
Mm-hmm.
I think she had her little Judaism necklace on in her video that we watched earlier. Let everybody know she's, minding her P's and Q's.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the one text message because I think that's like the most important one. Let me see. The one where he said that, like, I found a picture of Trisha. Hold on.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Oh my God, they were talking about her. Was he talking about her looks?
Yeah.
Shut. There's no way she got over that. That is impossible. She didn't get over that.
Let me look I might have sent it to you.
Do you remember the reaction and the way that she treated Jason over what he said?
Yes, about her overeating. Yeah.
There's no way. And what he said wasn't even what Jason said wasn't like terrible. It wasn't intentionally like super cruel. I can understand why it felt that way to her, but he wasn't trying to be mean. But in those text messages, he didn't think Trisha was ever going to see that. He wasn't talking to Trisha. So I'm sure he was pretty mean. And if he was talking about the way she looks, I can't imagine that she hasn't forgot about it. I promise you that. She has not forgot about it. No way in hell.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh, I cannot believe she's seen Moses talking about her looks. That is crazy to me.
There's this one.
She's so sensitive about that. She's so sensitive about her looks.
All right.
Beautiful. I think she's beautiful, but
yeah. I don't think she's an ugly girl. I've got something better, and it's a question mark.
What?
And he sends Trisha like, he said, "Are you?" Or they said, "Are you okay?" No. And then he put laughing faces. Because this is her text messages, so she's going to be in the black, right? Correct.
Why are they talking about Trisha? Yes. Why are they talking about Trisha? Like what?
I don't know. Well, this is his ex. These are This is the one.
But why would they be talking about Trisha?
Because he didn't like her at first. Like, he did not like her at first. Here.
But there's something weird about that. He knew who Trisha was. He was her fan. Obviously, like, he's sending pictures of her to be like, "Oh, this is Trisha, ha ha," or something, whatever he was trying to say. Like, that's so strange. And then he ended up with her later. That's weird. There's something weird about that.
Yeah, it's super weird. So, she sends a picture, and it says, "When the bacon goes bad." I saw a photo of Trisha today, and then he says, "The man of your dreams can't unsee Kermit's dick." And then she said, "Didn't even see that." So, like, he's not.
There's no chance. Moses and Trisha were already in contact. There's no way. Nothing else makes sense. Moses and Trisha were already in contact, and his ex, he was still fucking around with his ex, and his ex knew there was a Trisha in the picture. That's why their text messages look like that.
Yes. And
nothing else makes sense.
Yeah, and he was downplaying it to her too, just to clear that up at first, and then
nothing else makes sense. Why randomly, even if you are a fan of Trisha Paytas or whatever, why are you going to be texting back and forth about Trisha Paytas all day long? There's no reason. That makes no sense whatsoever. It's because he was already fucking Trisha. He was still fucking the ex. The ex knew about Trisha. The ex didn't want him to leave her for Trisha, so she's talking shit to him about her, and he made up his mind and picked Trisha. Trisha was the other woman.
Yeah, it's a really fucked up thing. So nobody cares that Moses is like 40 something and had a 23-year-old, but the reason it's a big deal is because of the standards that Trisha set for him. I mean, for the whole world.
Yeah.
And now she's just okaying it. It's so fucking weird. Like, it's real weird, but I don't know. It's
It's
just a
like
weird.
it's okay because she knows him and she knows he's not capable of that. You know, there's people that are with murderers and they don't know that until they murder somebody and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I was married to a murderer. Just because you know him does not mean that he's absolutely incapable of doing the things you think are the things
Yeah.
you
I
think.
mean, people are married to child molesters for years, right? And then
Absolutely.
they
Absolutely.
find out, and she really tried to smear that teacher. And the one thing I caught from her video, oh, hold on, sorry.
She's unable to regulate her emotions and lacks a sense of identity. That makes a lot of sense. So she constantly searching to find herself like a chameleon. That absolutely fits her to a T. Yes, for sure. You can never be prepared for true Trishas. For true Trishas. Even the best professionals have a debrief a lot and get sucked in.
Yeah, it's so
Trishas bring out the
strange.
worst in people because
Mhm.
Trishas bring out the worst in people. They hold you hostage emotionally and hijack their victims with threats of harm.
Yeah, I don't understand. She's got money. She's a nice
Wow.
looking lady. And, he's being accused of this SA thing. And it's pretty serious. And I just can't believe after that and everything else that's come out, she's just standing by her man. Like, what is she doing?
Hmm. And usually by now she would have already made sure to sabotage that relationship. I'm
No,
shocked.
it's super codependent, both of them.
Yeah,
They really are. They
I'm
both are.
shocked. But I think she found the exact antithesis to what she is, and they both like suck off of each other like vampires. It's a perfect storm.
It really is just like a perfect storm. It's insane, like how perfect it is. Like,
Yeah, and they're not going anywhere.
no.
They found each other, and everybody else better get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, so hold on, I gotta plug my computer in. Hold on.
Telly. She's always been a liar slash exaggerator. What slash who? Dang it. What slash who started this avalanche? She's always been a liar, exaggerator. Who started this avalanche? I don't know the answer. What started the avalanche? I don't know. Because it's been going on it's really been building since she left Frenemies. Because they filmed that episode after. There's been little things happening. She's put things out. He's put things out, and it's been building since then. I don't know what caused it to fall off the cliff like this, though. Like what was
Okay.
the first thing? Do you know what started the avalanche? This major time this time?
Okay. For you talking about the essay stuff?
Yes. Like what
Okay.
kicked it off for the internet to spark their interest in this?
Well, that's on Mysterious's video. She noticed a lot of inconsistencies. Trisha put out the name, told people to Google it, and she did. And it wasn't right. Like, that was somebody else's story. I'm actually going to play my video. Hey, Pugs Washing.
So just by sheer happenstance, because she already knew the extent that Trisha lies, because she's been watching her making videos for a while. So she already knew she's a liar. So then when she heard her say that, it piqued her interest and she looked into it because she knows she's already has lied about so much. She has a different perspective than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like I'm still in shock that she's capable of lying about something like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know?
She definitely is capable. And
For sure.
For sure. Yeah. I'm going to play my video because I think that it has a lot of details that are for now, like they go with right now. Yeah. So I'm going to play my video and then I'm going to put Stephanie's video. Yeah, that's how it happened. She ended up saying his name, where he worked, all of that. And it wasn't true. It was somebody else's story. But if you watch this video I'm about to play, it does explain what she did, like what the girl did that ended up busting it out. Because Mysterious she is full of those receipts. Okay, like nobody's business. She does her research, and I mean, you can't knock somebody that has their research. Oh, I didn't mean to share the Reddit.
And she's seen
And
plenty of reasons to delve
yeah,
down that path, you know?
yeah, she just said she saw so many inconsistencies and all that. So
I bet people like Nina Rated and Peter Monn and others wish this would have, or this could have been looked into sooner.
yeah, because I feel like she way deserves to be canceled more than Shane. I'm just being
Yeah.
honest. Like,
The fact that she was able to add on to Shane, like he definitely did shit and deserved to be canceled
yes,
for
yes.
sure. But for her to add on to it after and she should be canceled already, it's just like that sucks. And he was there for her and shit. That's
Yeah, he really helped her through a lot, like even out of her own mouth. I mean, he did. So, all right, this is a quick timeline video. It's only 4 minutes, and you guys can watch this. And if you watch the part about Mysterious, it's like, hold on, let's see. Well, you need to watch it all to understand how it got there. Actually, okay, I'll just push play. To come. Hope you enjoy.
Had an incident happen in middle school where a teacher like my all the time when we would do like heads down 7-Up. And so when I finally went to the principal about it, he told the principal, well, she's been wearing water bras, so she's been asking for it, like it's been teasing me. And the principal's like, have you been wearing water bras? I'm like, yeah.
Say what? And the principal was like receptive to that
Yeah, and
argument.
he's like, have you been wearing water bras? I'm like, yeah. He goes, okay, well, let's not wear water bras to school. And like, that was my fault because I wore a water bra. I mean, there's been more like that.
Dude, this world is so fucking crazy. What is a water bra?
A water bra was my mom's. It was a bra that it was like water.
You fill it with water?
No, it already had the water in the bra. It was very heavy.
Oh, and you were wearing those at what age?
Like 12, because I had uneven. So I was trying to even my out for real. And
he said
he would come feel it all the time because we play that game like heads down, 7-Up, whatever. And you have to like put your head down, or when you were done with the test, but whatever. And so he'd come around like always. Whatever. And so I finally, he did get arrested. This guy actually did get arrested, but later on. But me, they were like, well, she wears a water bra. I was like forcing himself on me and stuff. And I was just like, how does no one believe me? The principal, like nobody. It was like really weird. And so I think from that, like,
did that guy eventually did anyone eventually believe you?
Not funny, but like my 6th grade teacher, yeah, I talked about it on TikTok. The one that used to pass me would play like heads down, and he'd come around and like grab my like put his hands on me. He did get arrested. His name was Mr.
Because of you or because of other incidents?
So someone else came forward. I never did.
Gross.
But he had his computer.
I vocal on social media because I was silenced. Not to give a silly reference in this, but I was silenced for so long at my school growing up. I had 3 different incidences with 3 different teachers in regards to SA, R word, and M word. It happened in the school, and one principal didn't believe me. 2, I was too scared to speak up, and 3, the teacher said I was like asking for it, so it was like looked over. The one that I was too scared to speak up on, someone else spoke up years later and he ended up getting arrested. Byron, Illinois, look it up. His name was Mr. Riney for looking up CP at school.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what pops up when you search exactly what Trisha says. As you can see in this.
All right, this is the important part. This is how we got here. So I just want everybody to listen. If you hadn't listened to this part, this is the most important part. Hey, Monique.
Screenshot, I typed it exactly the way Trisha worded it. Byron, Illinois, Mr. Riney, and that was it. So the top results are a couple different things. This obituary is about the teacher that Trisha is talking about, and we will get to that in just a second. But do you see the article that is at the very top here? Look at the headline. Middle school teacher pleads guilty to CP charges. This is another reason I showed you guys all the clips. First, because Trisha specifically says in several of the clips that this was her middle school teacher and that it was in the 6th grade. This headline is about a middle school teacher that was arrested for the exact same thing Trisha claims. The only 2 things you guys really need to focus on in this article is the name of the teacher and the school. The name of the teacher is John Byron Schulich, which isn't Mr. Riney, and the school is Bull Run Middle School, and that middle school is located in Virginia. So I just find it funny that this is the top search that is behind a paywall, so you can't really read what it says unless you pay for it, and the headline of the article before you click on it is exactly what Trisha claims. Now that is just a pretty big coincidence to me.
I want to take a minute to read what Ethan had to say about the Frenemies episode, the CP, the essay that had to do with the teacher, and Trisha Paytas. It has come to my attention that Trisha, in episode 17 of Frenemies, called out a teacher by name and accused him of molesting her during school. She claimed this teacher was arrested and served time for possession of child pornography. She also claimed that someone else had come forward to say he molested them as well. Upon further review, These claims seem to contradict available evidence because of the nature of the claims against a specific teacher and the stress it's causing to his family. I've decided to unlist the episode for now until Trisha can better illuminate the situation. I want to emphasize that I do not believe Trisha will lie about something like this, so I want to give her the opportunity to clarify. But in the meantime, because the teacher has passed on and cannot defend himself, I feel obligated to remove it for now. That was my video, but I put parts of Mysterious's video in it too, and then I'm gonna play Stephanie Brown's video too because it's very like right now.
It's rough. Buckle up.
Yeah, it's hard to watch, you know.
It's that's the video I was what she's about to show is the video I was talking about earlier. That after this all started coming out, Trisha put on Twitter, and then yesterday in her video she brought it up and said she put it on Twitter and it wasn't even monetized and she couldn't gain anything from it, but it's pretty much her filming herself having a breakdown, a breakdown of sorts.
Yeah, so trigger warning, if this stuff triggers you, I totally understand. I want to give people time to like dip out for a minute. Yeah, and he's dead. He's dead, Tatum. That's
this was something that should never have been put on the internet. I don't know the reason other than to have them to maybe back off of her some.
I cannot believe Keemstar and Trisha have teamed up now. Oh my God, what the fuck? Okay. All right, I'm gonna play this. This one's about 9 minutes long, but it's also important.
I think that's what lit a fire under Ethan's ass not to.
Oh yeah, because
she talk about this.
Yeah, because she was literally telling her I would never go to Gabby. You know, she's tried, and I have no interest, and you know we're family.
She said it a week before she wouldn't go to Keemstar.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
And then went.
Yeah. All right, so Keemstar says
now.
Oh, I bet she does. So Keemstar had put up a tweet that said H3 fans planning to go after Trisha Paytas' sponsor because their people in the subthreads and everything are saying send emails, tweets to Trisha Paytas' sponsor. Don't let Trisha weasel herself out of this one. Attack her money. Here are the sponsors I know of. Feel free with any I missed. Also tag YouTube, OnlyFans on Twitter as well. So in case anybody couldn't see that. All right, I'm going to push play.
I'm pleading. I've texted Ethan and Hila. Please stop. Stop talking about us. They said in Reddit posts, Moses' workplaces are being told he's a rapist. My mom is getting the cops called on her for something that they know nothing about. People are calling the cops. I just begged them to please stop. I stopped. I apologize. I asked what they want. And they told me it's fucking too little too late. I'm like, it's not. It's going to be too late when you just push. I'm shaking. I am fucking shaking. I don't want to monetize this. I've been acting like everything's okay. But there are just so much wrong going on right now.
Okay, I just got a text message from somebody who's been digging into the Reddit, and there are rumors that Trisha and Moses already got married and they were just going to do like a big wedding. So if that's the case, maybe that's why she's more tolerant with things that she normally wouldn't tolerate. Like, so
that would actually answer every question that I have about their relationship and how they're still together. That would make so much sense. If she actually bagged him already and they're already married, there's nothing that she's going to give a fuck about.
No, because he's tied to her money then. She didn't have no prenup drawn up if that's the case. So I don't want to prove.
Just wanted somebody to make a commitment to her too. on top of all that, she's been trying to get somebody to marry her for a very long time.
Yeah, for sure. It makes sense. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see if that's true. Again, it's a rumor, no proof, but it just something interesting for sure. So wanted to put that out there. All right,
They usually don't say stuff on that Reddit unless they have some kind of circumstantial evidence to, that would make them think that.
Yeah, and I remember they were going to have 3 weddings, and I'm like, what the hell? Like 3 weddings? So it wouldn't surprise me at all if they ran off, got married, and they were just going to do their 3 fucking look at me weddings,
Maybe that's how he got back in when she's seen all these terrible text messages talking about her looks and shit. If he said,
hey,
like,
LB.
okay, let's go ahead and get married now and we'll do our wedding later. I'm sorry. I want to be with you forever. I could imagine that would definitely make her forget about those damn text messages.
Yeah, for sure. And then probably like, oh, fuck, what did I do? Kind of thing, All right, I'll push play.
Not only they're not just up, they have no sympathy, no remorse. This is not random people. This is people they know. It's begging. If someone asked me to stop talking about them, I would stop fucking talking about them. Never once has Ethan and Hila reached out to me about any of this. They never once asked me to stop, and now I'm just pleading. And their response is, you don't get to tell us what to do. I'm fucking having an actual breakdown. My past. How people are accusing me of lying. They don't believe Moses. They believe all victims except for fucking Trisha. No, I'm a fucking liar and I'm demanded to make a statement. Just letting everything go. I conceded. I'm so conceited. I said I'm sorry. I said I'm done.
I wonder why she said that.
She
said I'm so conceited twice. Why did she say that?
I don't know.
Did you hear her say that?
Let me rewind it a second.
Rewind it and see if that's what she said. It just didn't make any sense with what she was saying. Maybe I heard it wrong.
All right.
Fucking liar. I'm demanded to make a statement. Just letting everything go. I conceded.
Oh wait, no. She said I've conceded, meaning
that makes sense.
Yeah, she's conceded. Okay.
But they wanted to concede long ago. She wouldn't let them concede.
No,
Anyway.
she wouldn't. She wouldn't let them just give it up. She kept going and going and going and going. I know she didn't think it was going to get this far. It was going to be like every other thing, make lots of money and go on with her life. So.
Yep, she just bit off more she could chew this time.
Uh-huh.
I'm done. I'm so fucking done. It doesn't tell me anything. It's that I'm fucking done. I will never fucking say shit about anyone. This is life ruining. You are ruining people's lives. Moses' work is getting things like he's a fucking rapist. It's fucking crazy with someone who was shown that she's obsessed with me, and I'm just like, I can't. I've done a lot of fucked up shit. I have done so much shit, but no one deserves this. If someone asks you to stop talking, I'm just stop talking. They won't stop, and it's not because they believe in whatever. It's literally just because they have a hatred. I'm getting it from you and Eli, and he's like, this is a private chat. I tried to call him. I as I record the call. I just want him to know the fucking distress that I'm in. And you know what they're gonna do? They'll make a whole video about this, put their ads in and their sponsors. For what? This is for. I don't care if you don't even know who the fuck I am, if they didn't know me at all. I am begging for it to end. This is too fucking much. All of it getting brought up again and just Moses' ex is getting doxxed. His immigration stuff, everything. I can't breathe. I tried. I said, please. I said I would give back every penny I made on frenemies, and I mean it. I will write a check. I've never felt this. Because they don't care about the truth. They don't want to believe anything that we say. They don't care. They literally don't care. They just want. It's just crazy. They said it's too little too late. I said it's not. I'm calling it truth. I'm asking for it to stop. Fucking stop. All of this starts from their H3 subreddit. They can control and monitor They're posting stuff about my mom and my dad, and just stop, please. Fucking stop. This ain't shame on you both. I was fucking molested, and everyone is reminding me of that person's name and telling me to apologize. Oh my god, this person. Oh my god, just falsely, so falsely accused, and he's saying shame. Shame on what? Is it believe all victims or believe all victims except for Trish? Like, make up your fucking mind. Oh my god, I'm so beside myself. How no one can have compassion. No one. And it's just for a random human being, another random human being, for someone that they're in a family and they've known. Oh my god, where's the fucking compassion? I fucking stop.
Okay, I want to make
Holy
sure.
shit, who made that music so loud? Tell her to fucking knock it off. That's awful. That scared the poo out of me.
Okay, this one is, let's see.
I can't, oh man, she's in a terrible state. Like, that's terrible. That's terrible to see anybody like that, you know? Like, that's
Yeah, but you don't know if it's
awful.
true, you know?
I know. Ugh.
Okay, you guys can go watch Stephanie Brown's video too. Like, if you want
a lot of those are stuff you already read earlier. The
yes,
and stuff.
Yes, they are. A lot of that stuff is stuff that I already read, and I can't even finish watching it. It's that bad. Like, she is, because you never know if it's real or not. So I'll be feeling bad for her, and then, like, you know, this is the same girl that said she identified as a chicken nugget like a year ago. So, and she, you know,
but the girl that identified as a chicken nugget can also have
right. No, yeah,
you know?
right. Yes, that's why I struggle with it, because I'm like, you know,
it is hard. It is hard.
Like, is she having a mental breakdown? Because she seems different this time, because our money's going to be affected, right? But at the same time, then I go back and that was just one example of a lie. It just, that was the most outrageous. I mean, that was pretty outrageous.
Look
But
what she did to Peter. Look what she did. She's done a lot of really calculated things. So it's hard to know what's calculated and when it's real, because she's trolled and put on a show for the internet for so long. When it's real, they might not take it serious.
Right. That's, I'm not saying she couldn't have a mental breakdown. It's just hard to tell if she is having one. Like, I know that, you know, she is mentally ill. Like, I believe her that, just from things I've actually seen with my own eyes. You know, I've watched it, but
Simply Bonnie said, I feel like she is more upset at the world crumbling around her than anything else.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Like everything she ever knew, in her being canceled and all of that all at one time. I can see that. I just know she wants it to stop really bad, but she did choose to keep it going and keep it going and keep it going. It's just like ridiculous.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to get sidetracked. I went to come back onto like my main feed on YouTube, and I see that there's 2 videos about her skincare not being up anymore. So,
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. It's not just her skincare. She went to another company. I don't know exactly, but I know that she has investors, and she did it with another, like, already established person that does skincare. And she put her name and work into it. So if that person has been contacted, they could have severed ties.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could, like, react to one video before we go. Yeah, Google it.
I'm in the dark.
I don't know. Yeah, this is like brand new. It literally just came out 10 minutes, you know, a few minutes ago.
Turn the light on so I can see my damn keyboard. Oh. Okay, sorry.
You're okay.
Okay, got it. I just needed to be able to see what I wanted to type. Trisha Paytas skincare. I don't know the name of it. But I'll
Yeah,
see.
just see if her skincare dropped her, basically. Oh, wow. LV. While you're doing that, I do want to show the picture of
Okay,
Moses'
the top
bruise.
thing that comes up is Trisha Paytas. No, I think it's still here and fine.
Maybe
Hang
there was
on.
just a glitch. That's why I wanted to see what it was about. I was like, because it's literally brand new. Like, it just the 2 videos. In the one video, the guy's
Let me share my
very... Share your screen?
Yep.
Okay, let me know. When?
Go. See? You can shop all.
So weird.
Yeah.
Had to be... It had to be a glitch then. That's...
I wonder if they took it down and put it back up.
Maybe.
Or,
Maybe.
you know.
Yeah.
Something. But as of right this minute, it is.
It's good. Okay, good.
Let's see what this says.
Okay, wait. No, they're saying click on products and it says not found. That's what the issue is.
Okay. Shop. Okay. Glow skin. Add to cart. Is that the one? Glow skin enhance. Wait, that doesn't say Trisha Paytas. That's not Trisha Paytas. Hang on.
Yeah, you need to make sure that it's...
Find Trisha Paytas. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Is her shit even on here? Brooklyn Nicole. I assume they were saying the website is not working, but it's not the website. It's Trisha
Okay,
Paytas.
they said go to trishskin.com.
Trishskin.com. Okay, hang on.
Yeah, I think the web, when you Googled it, it probably just
There we
took you
go.
now.
Okay.
All right, now hit shop now. Yep. Damn. That's what everybody's...
Hang on, I hit continue shopping, and I bet you if you go to shop, it's not going to have her products. That's the deal. Her products are, you can still shop through them, but her products are not on here. The Trisha Paytas products are not on here.
They're gone. Wow.
That's the deal. So you can still shop through that company. Oh, look, ambassadors, Brooklyn Nicole Skin. There's nothing about Trisha Paytas.
Sam, dude.
She
Wow.
gone.
Holy shit. I'm glad that I caught that.
Thank you, chat, for helping us navigate that, because I did not know what I was doing.
Okay, so this is Moses's bruise, and it says, "Oh my effing G, Trisha hit Moses. This makes me sick." And this is his arm right here. See it? His shoulder, his hair. Yeah, there's his arm. You can see it's like a big knot. And another bruise.
Now that I know that's his arm, she probably punched him closed fist as hard as she could. She could do that with her fist.
Yeah, for sure.
Earlier.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I'm going to take that off the screen. I don't want to trigger people, but I just wanted to show people who didn't know that it happened. So I feel like we covered like everything we could cover as of right now.
Her skincare's gone. I wonder if her OnlyFans can...
Here, let me look it up.
You know, look at OnlyFans stuff. I don't know exactly what to look for. You see how long it took me to look at that one website?
Here, hold on, I'll do it.
Like, yeah, it works fine.
Hold on. Okay. Sorry, find Trisha Paytas's OnlyFans.
Her badge is going to come up on your phone.
Oh God, no! I'm not paying for it. All right,
she used to put it all over Twitter. Yeah, all over Twitter.
She's still got her OnlyFans as of right now. Yeah, I look for YouTube to drop her before our OnlyFans would, but
you don't make money from YouTube though, like that.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, she had a members meet and it had 25 people.
Yeah, OnlyFans would do her in for sure.
Yeah, BTS, that's her boyfriend, Moses. So, I don't know. I guess tomorrow Sorry.
She did that to him.
Yeah, she did that to him. So, I'm not looking Pugs washing. I ain't paying for that shit. So, I think tomorrow we'll probably go live on Stephanie's about it. Because they were getting in a fight, BTS. I think about the ex-girlfriend that she now calls a stalker is what it started, that fight. It was long, like last year.
Maybe that's when she's seen the text messages.
Yeah, she's
talking shit about her.
Oh,
Because a year
that's
ago on that podcast, when she went live on that podcast I was telling you about, and I went back and looked for it, and I told you I seen Shane on her channel, blah, blah, blah. Well, on that podcast, she told her audience that Moses had cheated on her with underage or very young girls that were, barely of age. And he got catfished by them, and they were talking to him, and he was talking back to them, and she was done. In the very next episode, she was already back with him, and all of that was under the rug.
wow. Yeah, they've had a real toxic relationship. And now they just like are acting like they're just great. They're just perfect. And that's not the case. And it's really, I don't know. It's sad, I guess, because they're kind of stuck together now, in my
Could you
opinion.
imagine, like, being how him dealing with her in this situation? I can't imagine how many times she's been like uncontrollable, unconsolable. Like, I bet
Yeah,
it's awful.
I bet it is. I bet it's totally awful.
But that's his choice. That's what he chose to do. So it's part of his situation, toxic as it may be.
I mean, yeah, he's an adult. His own family has begged him to leave. His friends, I mean, because she's really the abusive one. I hate to say it, but in this situation, she's the abusive one.
Yeah,
like,
they
for
tried
sure.
to like rescue him away, kind of, but not like make it obvious. But they definitely tried in the beginning, especially after. Remember when Ethan kept going live about it and he kept questioning, is this because he would see him on Twitter and they would put pictures on Instagram and he's like, are they really together? Are they serious? Like, he just kept really like, you could tell it was really like something on his mind, and he kept bringing it up and he couldn't get past it. And I think after that, he tried to be like, what are you thinking? You're dating the most toxic person on the internet, but obviously he didn't listen.
Yeah, and they even tried to be friendly with her for his sake, do that podcast. I think that was all for Moses, but.
And like the first day, she called his sister a cunt on live YouTube.
Yes.
I don't know if it was live at the time, but it was
A
either
video.
live or aired. Yeah, one of the two. But either way, that doesn't matter. She called her a cunt in front of everybody.
Yeah, she drove her car into his house. Yeah, that did happen. You're right,
I
Ovi.
forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a whole mess. I don't know. I just feel like
I would actually at this point like to hear Jason's side of the whole story. We've never heard Jason's side. He's never talked about their private relationship. Ever.
Yeah, no, he's always been like really, even though she did it, he didn't do it,
Never. Yep.
No.
The only time he did is when she forced him to, after she broke his confidence and made a video late in the middle of the night and drug his friends all over the internet and said things that she could never take back, that, put allegations on people about underage sex and whatnot. And then, she forced him to make a video addressing it after that because she cared. He didn't care. He just wanted to keep the relationship private and fix it. And that's the only thing I think he's ever said about it in public, really. He doesn't really talk about it at all.
No, he's never really said a lot. And I've always thought that was like smart because with her, like, okay, so if she gets her monetization and stuff taken away, she will be her own downfall with it all. Like, you know what I mean? Because she won't be able to shut the fuck up. She just won't.
She makes horrible decisions. It's definitely. But I would like to, just the like curious side of me would like to hear his side. I don't think we'll ever hear it though. I don't think he's like that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Like I don't think we'll ever know because we haven't this far, but I would like to know.
Me too. I bet there's so
what a mess. What a mess.
Can you imagine all the shit Jason could
say?
I'm
sure. Like yeah, because she was really mean to him too. She was really mean to him when all that.
Down. She was.
Yeah, and he would.
Terrible.
He would tell her. Yeah, he would tell her like, that he was done. He didn't want to do this, and she wouldn't let him go for a while.
Yep, he couldn't get away.
So,
and then she's mad at him because she's like, "Oh, you're lying to me and you're keeping me secret." No, he just didn't know how to get rid of her, and he didn't know how to let her down easy. He didn't want to hurt her feelings because he did care about her. He did love her. He didn't want to hurt her. He just didn't want to be with her, but he couldn't break it to her and figure out a way to get her off, get her away.
Yeah, it was really crazy to watch, and people took her side, and it was weird because she was the more
She went to
abusive
the mental
one.
hospital.
Yeah, and I don't know, it was really crazy to watch. Then people like that have like a lot of fans like that, they can destroy someone's life. It's really weird to watch, even if the other person's not even the one in the wrong.
Well,
So
they don't get to that position by not at least stepping on a few people on the way up, So there, I think she's
maybe Oklahoma, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. BTS, but yeah, but she's always wanted someone like to worship her and all of that, and that's what it. I mean, we should probably like watch the. Okay, before we go, I want to
Well,
show people that are not familiar.
she openly admits that she's with whatever man she's with is because she
hmm
needs men's attention, and she is addicted to being in a relationship, and she can't be by herself, and she needs a man's validation, and she needs validation from a relationship. She admits all that.
Yeah, she's open about it. She tells how it is. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find.
Yeah, and I think all the guys in her inbox, she's on such a level that she couldn't really just go to her inbox and meet somebody like that, because she would never be able to tell if they were with her for her or her money, or if they're trolling
Yeah,
her. Could you imagine being that of that stature and meeting somebody in your inbox? It's just not even plausible.
no, because yeah, you wouldn't. You would have to feel like they could use. They're using you.
Troll
I
you.
want.
Like, how many people in her inbox would love to troll Trisha Paytas,
I
catfish her?
mean, yeah, especially right now too.
Yeah, all
Hold
of them.
on. I'm
There's
trying
no
to
way
find.
she would ever trust that. But whenever she finds somebody she can
I'm
trust,
trying to find that music video. Yeah, or she perceives that she could as trust, even though it's probably not.
she don't
Like
trust
they're
at
not
all.
great. Yeah, but she wants the world to think
Yes.
she found what she never thought, or nobody ever thought she was going to find. Basically,
That's why
I
she's so
can't.
insecure about it, is because she doesn't even believe it herself, but she wants the facade of that to be real. The facade of, we have this solid relationship and I trust him to the core. Meanwhile, he's talking to other women, not only talking to other women, but talking to other women about her behind her back, while he's probably banging both of them.
Yeah. Yes. It's a really fucked up. Like if you go back and watch some of her old videos,
She's just
knowing
a
everything you know
toxic.
now.
Yes.
Yeah, she's super toxic, materialistic, and pretty much been spoiled her whole life, which we can dig into that when we get to the childhood part. But, I mean, look, she still has she's got some really fucked up videos up of other people, and she still has them up. That's what makes me like, but I thought you didn't want to do that anymore, but they're still up,
Because she gets paid off of them still. She still
Yeah.
makes money
Mhm.
off of that. Wow. I think
Yeah.
she's left a long trail of hurt people in her path.
Yeah, and before I go to bed, I will put a clip up of going to the website and the products not being found. I am going to straighten up from dinner because that's the only thing I really have left to do, and then I will put a clip up. And we'll probably be on Stephanie's channel tomorrow night, as long as as long as we're both able, or whenever. Oh wait, tomorrow night I think somebody else is going live.
Well, whenever, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, sometime we'll be live.
She's not an only child. I think she has a brother and a sister, and I think she's the baby.
Yeah, she's really close to her brother, and her and Callie aren't. I don't know. They go back and forth. They seem. Callie's her half sister. She has a half sister.
Yes.
And Jason's like her full blooded brother. So
and she's the baby, right? She's the youngest. Trisha.
I thought Callie's the youngest, but she's
Callie's
the
younger
youngest.
than Trisha.
Yes, but she's younger than Jason. Or is it? No, not. What's her brother's
they're
name?
all close though, pretty close.
But yeah, yes. So yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll keep it up, and I will put a clip up of going to the website. It'll be like a 15-second clip.
No, BTS, they work for her. Well, I don't know what her brother does. I don't know a lot about him. Her sister works for her full time. So her sister's whole life is about making Trisha's famous life work.
Well, she does have an OnlyFans now, but this could affect her too. You know, this
Totally. It would
Yeah.
affect her, actually.
Yeah, she
And
said
her
the cops.
mom works for her too, don't she?
Yes, her mom just is basically her mom and her sister are her little just do this, just do that, just do this. And it's weird. Like she wants all these little Valentine's parties you would think of for teenage girls and stuff. Like it's really like
She decorates her bedroom like Disney World. She
Uh-huh.
she's really like she's really exaggerated to a point that's just bizarre. The way that she decorates, the way that she wants parties, the way, and then she says she's antisocial and she doesn't like to be around people, but she throws these super exaggerated parties. Everything about her is exaggerated in her life. The way she dresses, the way she gets dolled up, like she's just a really
I found
out there
it.
person. You found it.
I found the proposal video. So I want people like BTS that yes, it just
shows exactly
exactly who she is. Yes. So let me pull this up because
this
let me pull it
train
up.
never went by so much. Have my window open.
Of course it would. Okay, here it is. And after this is over, I'm gonna jump down. Well, I mean, is there anything else you want to say before we jump down?
I'm sleepy.
Okay, let me share my screen real quick. It's only 3 minutes, but it does show. For if you don't know who she is, it shows. But I feel like me and BTS kind of dug into Trisha, like just privately, like a while ago. Did we, BTS? Was that you? We kind of talked about it a lot for a little while, and then we just didn't because it just got boring. All right, here we go. I don't get it either.
When
BTS.
all of this first started happening, when frenemies broke up and stuff.
Maybe. I feel like, yeah. And BTS was just like, she's so extra. And I showed her the Louis Vuitton table. I think it's Louis Vuitton. It's so ugly. And it was like thousands of dollars. And none of us.
I liked her because she was entertaining. And the reason why she's so popular is because marketing wise and marketing herself, she's a marketing genius. Like she knows how to market herself and to be able to make money off the internet like nobody else. Pretty much. She's unparalleled when it comes to that. She is really good at that. That's how she got so popular, because she knows what she's doing.
Yes. Love you, Lanky. Thank you, Julie, for being here the whole time. Thank you, everybody. All right, I'm going to play this song real quick. It just shows who she is so well.
This is for their engagement, you guys.
Yes, this is their engagement video. Mm-hmm.
It's because she's super smart. Even though she's all of these other things we talked about, she's so smart.
She's very, she knows how to market, but her dad is like a multi-billion or millionaire, I think, too now. Like, it's weird.
Her IQ, I bet, is really, really, really high. She just has these other issues that are personality issues, you know, that hold her back.
Are you serious? You really called her? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you serious? Oh. Oh my god! Are you serious? Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! Are you serious? Yes. You want to put it on me? Oh my god! It's real. Oh my god! Oh! I'm so excited. Holy shit, Moses! Oh my! Oh god! Oh my god! It's freaking gorge, and it fits my piss. The fuck? Yes. Oh my god! Holy shit! Did you know? You knew? Oh my god! Hold on. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. I'm so mad. Like I felt it, but I did not think here. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. It's so. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so. I'm so excited. Oh my god. You did so good. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow. This is like I can't. This is like the dream ring, the dream man.
No, that's a dream, right?
He had to say to her, "This is real." That's a weird thing to have to say. I guess she's saying, "Oh, it's too good to be true," but I don't know. That's just a weird thing to say. This is real. No shit.
Yeah, well, they live in like, okay, I've made this reference before, but sometimes we are like watching the Truman Show play out, I feel like, in real life.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. So tomorrow we can figure out where we kind of left off. We're going backwards, but right now with everything that's like happening, you don't even really have a choice but to go backwards. Like
you put most of your life on the internet, and she does put a lot of hers on the internet, right? Like you would be at a place like you wouldn't know whether it's for real or for YouTube
just
or for
YouTube.
content.
Yeah. And it's weird, Sandy, because he's not even poor himself. Like his family has money. So I don't know. I mean, it's weird.
I think it's so strange you talked about her to other people that are fans. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like he wants her clout and stuff, but he's not like poor. So I don't know. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming up here, Stephanie. We can continue this. This has been fun. Thank you. I appreciate
it. Good night,
it.
everybody.
Good night. Get some rest.
Sometime. Bye.
Yes. Bye. Night. So thank you guys again. If you're not subbed to Stephanie Brown, her link is in my description. I'm sure everybody here is, but that's where we're going to be doing it tomorrow. So love you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Lanky, I hope things settle down for you. Bye.